the key to life is just know that it's the first time. It's always the first time. Always the first time. You know, something can be really funny, and it is damn funny. The first time, cherish that first time, baby. Just cherish it. Hold on to it. Say, oh my God, just realize it's happening again. Because, you know, of course, later on, it doesn't seem so funny, but it was funny because I had tears coming out. But then you look at it again, it's like, well, you know, whatever. It's just a sequence of words, you know, blah, blah. And so, point is just everything is for the first time, over and over. It could be. I'm a musician, and I know that for a fact. And it's only kind of, I guess, idiotically wise. I mean, wise as in case you're an idiot. I mean, you're going to think that you're playing the same piece over and over again, when technically, if you were to hook instruments up to a musician playing a piece, say Chopin played something, and then he wrote it down, and he, you know, I'm talking about even if a computer can equate with a metronome, it's going tick, 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 start. That was amazing, right? Come right off the top of my head because the math is there when you go. Have you ever heard fucking techno music? They're operating with fucking. They are operating with like 222nd notes, beats, 222nd beats. But this is the trip about me sampling with a Casio. When I was 7, there was a sampler that used to sample sounds, and I began to realize that a a rhythm of a drum, like hit like this, you just sample it, and then you run it over and over again because of the interval of its timing is so small and tight. Ran over and over again, it starts to go, makes a tone, and it proves that what the Buddhists have always said. This is quantum physics now that I'm getting into. This is a math, and it's a certain vibrational frequency that comes out of it that could be a certain hertz note um, uh, of a sound. But I had a point to my video here. Shite. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, but there is connection to quantum physics with music. I don't know if you know, and the entire universe and how it's rendering out and how simply is going on. And then I found, let's get into the, you know, English alphabet, and I call it the English alphabet, not language. I'm talking about the symbols, not letters. Okay, but there is an interesting thing happening. It is multidimensional. It's strange, and you know how there's different languages. Well, we don't really speak the right dialect as far as this space interfacing system. I heard it once from where it's coming from. Like I went into another dimension, and I was downloaded and showed benevolent beings are there's loads of them kind of somewhere. They're not visible to us. In another dimension, we might be there, and we are there. What I understood is that we're operating there now somehow, and there's something going on. It's and it's on a level that you just really don't know. It's not physical. Getting back into like vibrational frequency and music, and math and stuff like this. It's very important here to know music for some reason, and it's because it's a higher learning tool, and it does so many things. It's all you need to know. It's really all you need to know. There's other things that you need to know that are also higher learning tools, and they direct you to the same thing each and every time. And this is and it's how do we live? How do we live? How do we live? It is the master. You know, music for me, it's my master, and I get excited about it just now. There's so much to awaken within the, because it's done. Music is done as far as whatever has harnessed it and said this is the way to do it. Bullshit. Getting back to, yes, honey, the way that when they write it down and they think that you're going to play it again, even if a computer was to, okay, you play a piece which is fascinating, you hit the metronome, and you can have real instruments, and they're tuned to the 528 hertz. Sorry, this is off time. Sorry. Anyway, God. Anyway, even if it's, so there are computers which I love. This idea is they will draw out the notes for you. Even, if it's each note, it's an unlimited field, so you have to have certain symbols that symbolize as well. It's gone a little over. It's like fractions. Music gets into a mathematic symbolization that points at fractions. It says, yeah, we have whole notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, but there's quarter notes and eighth notes and 32nd. You know what I'm talking about? And in reality, music will show you how that when it's supposed to be a whole note, and it is, but all other intervals are found inside of that whole note. There is a way to, I don't know about how to read music. It would be interesting. So when getting back to putting it on the computer and how that the computer can replay and write it down. And so the thing is now you can hook up electrodes to a musician who tries to replay that through reading it. He will get very close, especially the one who reads only. There is an ear they can hear, and it can mimic it exactly. It is perfect. Nobody likes to hear that. But if you want to know the sound of perfection, music is it. Otherwise, it wouldn't hit the stupid shelves. I mean, whatever's going on for I would say all my life is it's the same with everything, folks. There isn't one subject matter that you think you know that hasn't been trashed. Especially your environmental specialists and your health specialists and your food specialists and all this shit. You need to discern, because I'm not saying it's all, but the thing that makes it and puts itself in lights and says, this is it. And you you can just, at your fingertips, you can, I gotta dial this certain thing up. It's bullshit. If you're looking for it out there, you're supposed to know all this stuff. You're supposed to know how to garden. That's a higher learning tool. What does it do? It points you at something. And I hate to end this video with something horrific. Those higher learning tools dial you in on how to feel good, authentically. Vibrational frequency going out, things turn greener around you. I mean, you people don't wait for me to be there. I'm teaching you how to be there by turning into a rotten piece of shit. Now, what are you going to do? Are you going to be present with each other? I am the space in between the notes, and that is music. It is. There's a lot of excitement in the air for me because of the Neptune. And I went through some things. I feel I did the right thing. And when you've done the right thing, when you've hit the truth, God will show you by giving you so much fucking strength in your, and you might not really show, any guy would walk up and say, yeah, whatever. And I say, whatever. This is the camera putting 10 pounds on. But the strength that you can have becomes, just thank God for your experiences, the first time experiences that are always happening. Even if it's the pain that you're feeling is like, oh, what's this? Thank you, God, for showing me this, but can you tell me what it is? Yes, He will.